Hello and welcome to another episode from the Real Talk and Revenue podcast. We have myself, Francesca, the accountant, and we have Jordan, the therapist, and we bring real powerful conversations around building revenue, building confidence, how the mindset works, all different discussions around to help others in business and in their personal life. So listen in, tune in, let us know what you think, ask questions along the way and we'll be sure to answer them. Enjoy. Relationships.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we talked about it last week and I loved it.
I forgot.
Yeah, because we talk about it so much and then we WhatsApp in between, don't we, sometimes?
Yeah.
It does get confusing.
It does.
Let me have a little slurp. Sweet.
ASMR there.
That went into your ear, I hope, everybody. Relationship advice. I don't know where to start. You know when? Oh, relationships are so friggin' hard.
They are hard, and I think this is what people forget. And let's start with the misconceptions around love and relationships. Because film, 90s rom-coms,
yes,
have got a lot to answer for, I would say. And there's a lot of...
And Disney. Well, Disney. My Disney films. I was obsessed.
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually like toxic behaviour. It's really bad. Like, you know, by today's standards.
Yeah.
And you look at all the 90s rom-coms and stuff, and there's a lot of toxic things in there when you break it down.
Can you give an example?
Well,
what sticks out to you?
I remember watching again, you know, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Funny. But what's...
Who was in it?
Is it Matthew McConaughey? Is that his name?
Yeah, and...
Oh my God, what's her name?
I know.
Kate.
Kate... Oh, Hudson.
Yeah. Yes,
She's fab. She is fab. They're both fab.
And I'm usually terrible at like names of actors and actresses and stuff.
But
there's a scene in that. I remember watching it maybe a couple of years ago and being like, that's not okay now. And it's that like constant pursuit when someone said no. And there's a few scenes in there where he's like, can I kiss you or something? And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, like keeps pursuing it. And now, actually,
that's so romantic.
It's not really romantic. And I'll tell you what matters as well. It's the
that's toxic.
The women's version is like pretty privilege, but women will tolerate sleazy behaviour from men that are more good looking.
That is so true.
It is very true. It is very true. Whereas the same behaviour from someone that's not objectively good looking is creepy. So, you know, let's get that straight.
That is so true. That's a good statement.
There's so much messaging in film and 90s rom-coms and other things as well, like you say, Disney, that's just so damaging for our like blueprints of what love looks like. It's over dramatized for men and women. Yeah, it's over dramatized. It's over romanticized. It puts pressure on, like, you'll just know.
Oh, isn't that ridiculous?
It's an absolute crock of shit.
Yeah, you do and you don't.
Because what you know, love looks like safe.
Yeah. Nervous
system regulating love. It's quite ordinary. It's quite mundane, and for people that get drama and intensity and infatuation tangled up with love,
oh my God,
we need to talk about safety more when it comes to love and relationships. So
that is so true. You know what?
So yeah,
people chase drama and they don't realise they're doing it.
They do, and people do it, and they will point blank say, just want like a peaceful life, I don't like drama, and then they're spinning drama.
Yeah,
it's wild,
and there's caught up in it.
And there's no insight. Do you know what I mean? There's no insight, and people just repeat these patterns.
And social media is crucial for being careful of, like, that was it. I listened to a podcast on relationships the other day.
Yeah.
and it was Stephen Bartlett. He said that a mate of his, or his wife, his partner, because they're engaged now, but his partner spotted something where a couple had broken up, the perfect couple. He cheated on her or something, and she said to apparently Stephen, "Oh my God, they were like the perfect couple online."
You think so, and it's easy to look in, whether online or offline. I've had things like that where, like, even like, you know, acquaintances or, you know, friends, where I think, oh, what a lovely relationship, they are the perfect couple, or whatever, social media from afar, from what you've heard them say about one another, this and that.
Or what are you going to say?
And then, you know, it comes out that wasn't the case behind closed doors. And it's things that I talk about all the time in the therapy room with my clients, where what people portray is just what they want you to see. It's the same as social media generally, some of the time. But a lot of the time what you'll find when there's a struggle in a relationship, or when someone isn't behaving in the way that you'd expect them to, is the partner will cover for them, because they don't want their friends and family to think badly of them when they're still invested in the relationship. So they're not as forthcoming about actually what's going on. Sometimes it's little niggly things that are snowballing, and sometimes it's really big things, like, and they're not ready to, because people know, don't they? They know deep down that that's wrong, and if they speak about it, the objective feedback is going to be, that's not okay.
Like, they don't want to hear it.
And they're not ready to hear that. So, you know, you'll see all sorts online, and then, you know, you see it in the celebrity sphere as well, where it all comes out and it wasn't what, you know, people thought it was. And that's the same with, like, everyday relationships. That can be the case. So you're right, you've got to be careful about the assumptions you're making.
Yeah, it's so true.
About other people's lives and relationships.
And it's also true that you have to make an effort for both sides.
You do. It's an investment of time and energy, a relationship, and, you know, I think...
We ain't got time for stubbornness, though.
No.
You can't be stubborn for too long, because then it breeds other things, and it's like...
You've got to compromise and accommodate, and you've got to flex, and sometimes you've got to invest more, sometimes the other person will invest more. It's like ebbing and flowing with, like, the seasons of life, and it's very difficult. Like,
so difficult.
It's really difficult.
Because I'm a natural. So once Steve said to me a couple of years ago, one good thing he likes about me, which I'd never heard this before, was the fact that I never hold a grudge. So we can have a few, like, stern words about something. And I get over it really quick. And move on. And he'll follow suit. Whereas past relationships, I'd still be the same, but it wasn't. They wouldn't follow suit, and then it'd be like.
I think it depends what it is as well, doesn't it? Like, probably with Steve, you know, his behaviour isn't, like, really damaging to you. Do you know? Whereas sometimes people struggle to forgive and forget because the ruptures are big. But having said that, it's a personal thing, isn't it? Because there are some people and some couples that can actually work through affairs and, like, very obvious betrayals, and there are some couples and people that just can't. Like, that's the line for them.
How can you work through an affair?
I know, and I think this is the thing, isn't it? But it's very difficult, isn't it? Because we'll say, I could never put up with that, or I don't mind things like that, and then when you're in a situation, sometimes you're shocked with, like, what you'll put up with or what you won't put up with, or, do you know, you don't always know, do you, like, how impacted you're going to be, or how much you value that relationship and want to work on it, or whatever it might be. So
honestly, it's so true. My biggest advice to anybody, there's loads going to hopefully be listening and go, bloody hell, my relationship's crap. But is it? Because you can second guess it. Well, is it? Is it that bad? Well, they're all right.
And
he cheated on her.
Well, I was about to say, what standards are you judging it by? Like,
exactly.
Are you saying my relationship's crap because it feels boring, you're not going on holidays all the time, you're not always out doing things? Maybe you don't put things on social media. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Or is it, like you say, my relationship's crap, like, they don't want to spend any time with me, or we never make time for one another, or we don't do anything fun together, it's always too serious. And, you know, that's a trap that me and George have fallen into, like, after having Hallie and stuff, and I think most parents can relate in some way, that you have to make a really big effort because you don't have the energy
no.
that you've got pre-children to just like get up and go and spontaneously like go out, and you need childcare.
Laze about and not get up early.
Or you've got kids in tow or stuff like that. So we're having to make an effort to like do date nights or do fun things, or do you know what I mean?
So
like
true.
You do have to weave them in, especially, you know, with both running businesses and things like that. It can be easy to just get into like getting on mode and doing what needs to be done and really not make time for one another. Like it's very easily done.
It is so easily done. But another piece of advice that I feel really strongly about is, I hear in the past, I'll say I heard it in the past, but anyway, women that are stuck in relationships because it's easier than being on their own because of they pay for everything, feeling trapped, feeling like they wouldn't survive on their own. And that's one lesson that I can advise you on, is find something you can do. Get your independence, rely on yourself. I got to a point where I literally stopped relying on anyone because I got let down. And you're letting yourself down by sometimes even asking. The more you can rely on yourself and not ask for favours constantly.
Definitely.
Do this for me, do that. Honestly, I'm like, and if you keep relying on other people, you'll crumble.
I think you're right, especially in like the relationship context. Financial dependence and, you know, like housing and things like that.
And I've been there. This is what I mean. I have been there and I know how it feels.
And I think so many people have. And it's not a thing of the past. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like women are in the workplace now and what to do. Like women are still doing the lion's share of like childcare. So might be on like part-time salary or lower hours and all those kind of things. But like where there's a will, there's a way. However, I think as well, it's if you've people when it comes to like having children and being like having dependence and things like that, I think you're right in what you say about like having a level of independence, but also like use your village around you. Like you've got support in places that you might not realise. Like tap into support that might be a bit more reliable, whether that's like a really good friend or do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Don't be scared to ask for help from the right people, like some trusted people if you have got them as well.
Yeah, it's so true, to be fair. And I think I got to the point where I probably was very lonely when I was younger because you trusted people, aren't there?
It's hard.
It is so hard,
really
especially
hard.
as a young mother.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I just thought, well, I can't rely on them, and I can't rely on my own partner. I can't rely on, you know, and it's like, it can become a very lonely place, but it's obviously made me more resilient.
Absolutely.
Holding my own, earning my own money.
Definitely. Yeah, it's fine. It's like doing your best with what you've got, the circumstances you're in, isn't it? And like navigating your way through that, and you're always going to come out, like you say, a stronger and more resilient person, like for working things out. And it's difficult, isn't it? Because, you know, like going through challenges, like hardships, difficult situation experiences, that is the growth zone. Like,
such a growth zone.
You know, I don't want to be that person, but it's true. Like, what reference point have you got for the good stuff if you've not experienced some level of struggle or challenge in life? Like, it'd be hard pushed to come across anyone that's never had any of that. Do you know what I mean?
There's always something.
There is always something. It looks like very different for different people, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I am very, I am very independent, to be fair. And I don't know where that inner strength has come from. I don't know if it's not that I find it a sign of weakness asking for help. I just don't like putting anyone else out. Well, it's not their problem. Unless someone goes, let me, you know, is there anything I can do, shopping for you, this for you, you know, that's different.
And I think, they're the friends you need around you, the 100%. Ones that will almost like intrude on you, like you do it with me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do intrude, yeah.
But I think that's the mark of a good friendship, isn't it? Being able to say like, come on, let me come and do this, or I'll come and help you do that,
I'll come round.
Doesn't
have to. Just let me know.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm so pleased you brought that up, actually, because sometimes I feel like, am I a good friend?
Yeah, you are, but I think like you are a busy, driven person, and we've spoken about friendship on here before, haven't we? And about sometimes if you don't have many friends or you keep a close circle, and you've got other goals, it can feel like maybe you're not, but you are. Like, I think you're very intentional with your time. And I know that if I need you, like, you're there.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. All I've got to do is drop you a message.
And I'll be there.
Yeah.
Another thing I've discovered, because I was speaking to another friend of mine, you might find this odd, but do you find it odd if someone takes weeks to reply as a friend?
Weeks, yeah. Like, you know me, I'm not best replier.
Well, I've never really noticed. If you take a day or two,
I might take a few hours, a day,
yeah.
2 weeks.
I don't think you've even taken a day or two with me.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I do.
Because we've got
try.
a relationship. Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you want to try as well.
Yeah,
it's not like you're reading them, or they can wait.
But like, sometimes I won't reply if I know I'm seeing you the next day. Do you know, like, or something, or like the last message you sent was like, "See you Thursday." I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you on Thursday." Like, look, you're in the middle of something yet. See you Thursday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do reply in my head, and then I go back into a chat, and I'm like, oh, I didn't actually send a message.
Yeah.
But
no, there's a difference. So
weeks is like
for a week.
Yeah. I've got a friend that, like, never replies to me. Like, she just doesn't reply. Like, we might have one message back, and I hope she doesn't listen to this, but she'll probably know it's her.
It's okay, because you're not slagging anyone off.
I'm not slagging her off, but, like, it has become apparent that I'm, like, not a priority as a friend, and, like, that is okay. Like, I understand that, like, she's got a close-knit circle of friends, but also at the same time, and I think she's got a reason for it. Like, people are going through their own things, and maybe parts of your life are a bit difficult to be around for one reason or another. So I've got an idea of it, but it is sad because I'm a bit like, I am someone that's, like, willing to, like, meet up, like, come and support you on my own with my child. Like, I'm happy to, like, fall in line. Yeah. But yeah, she's just not available to me. So it's one of those where I've accepted that over the last sort of year or so. But it's difficult every now and then to keep yourself in check and not be like, I don't know what the word is, spiteful, or because, like, then when she does message me asking for something, like for advice on something often work related or whatever, I can be a bit like, oh, well, it's okay when it suits, but it's so. Is it? But is it okay? Like, am I okay with that? And right now, like, I am. That's fine with me. Like, if on a whim you want to drop a message and meet up, and I'm available, I will meet up because I enjoy your company. But it's a challenging one because it's not necessarily.
I want meaningful relationships and friendships.
Yeah, but I would consider that friendship. Like, we have really good conversations, like, we're on the same page with things. She's just not available to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. And you've got to be careful. Like, a friend that takes ages to reply, who has got another friend that takes ages to reply, and they're just kind of in it for the odd message here and then, there's not that deep. Fine. They're your people. But my people, I want meaningful.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, and it feels, well, I know, because I messaged someone yesterday, and I was like, and she's in the finance industry, and I thought, well, sometimes I struggle to know that who's your friends that play the game to get what you've got.
Who's got an agenda, who's got an agenda there, like, no matter what's going on kind of thing, not asking anything of you.
People have an agenda, don't they?
I think they do. Like, especially, you know, when you've got a platform like you have, and people might think they know you, but maybe they don't. I think people do come in with an agenda, more so in that context.
And you hang out with her because of.
I don't really think I've got that problem right now.
You will, if you honestly. What about some of the big women that you follow? They must be really, like, cautious with who's genuine out of the friends that come forward. I want to meet up and.
Probably, yeah. But also, maybe it's a little bit like we were saying with the relationship thing. Sometimes you just know when a person's for you and when they're not. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do straight away, actually. But some people play very well, and I'm like, I've helped people, right, that are probably starting out in their business careers or whatever, and I will do anything I can to make it life good for them, or give them advice and this, that, and the other, and then then they're off.
Gone, it can be a slap in the face, can't it?
Whereas I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so loyal that I would always remember those people at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I just think there's so many that don't, and I'm like, maybe I'm too sensitive though. keeping on top.
I don't think there is too sensitive, but
Too much, too sensitive, too this, too that, too bossy, too
it's
direct.
it's knowing things that impact you, isn't it? Like, it's just knowing yourself and like knowing your own values, and like you value loyalty, and like that's okay, isn't it? Some people don't, and that's hard. Like,
it's hard.
It can be hurtful.
And this is why you've got to keep, like, again, relationships, people around you want to help you grow and develop.
Yeah.
And I really would look around. But I think a lot of the time it's something to do with you that can make a difference.
Yeah.
And it's, if you keep getting frustrated with that person that's not changing for you, not doing what you want, look inward and go, well, what can I do about this? How do I make a difference in my relationship? But you have to be brave.
You do have to be brave, and often it involves like having conversations about things.
Ones.
It's the same in friendships, isn't it? Like with that friend I'm talking about, I could like message her, I could ask to have like to call, or when we next meet, I could say, couldn't I? Like, I just don't really feel like you value our friendship, like, and that's not me trying to make you feel bad or to criticise, but like, you know, if you don't want to maintain it, like, and I don't have to reply at the moment. It's a choice to maintain it as it is, and I'm like happy to do that for now. Like, will I in the future? I don't know, like, but do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Her. Like,
well, you know what, I've taken a bit of control of things that haven't felt good for a while. And it does leave you worrying about who to trust next. There was something else I was going to lead on to at the end of this. Steve went to an event, right?
Oh, right.
I think I told you briefly that it's our clients that run a high performance coaching
mindset
did he
go?
Retreat. He went.
Oh.
And he ended up getting quite emotional.
Oh, okay.
And he talked about the uncomfortable conversation me and him had.
Nice, yeah.
Whereas I opened up to Steve about a few things.
Did you go as well?
I went, but I didn't go in.
Yeah, because you went to one before.
I went to work, I went to one before.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise until he told me what he said to them all, that because I'm so open, it's helping him massively.
Yeah, and just like modelling that.
Yeah, and he said, like, we had a really uncomfortable conversation, and at the time you think, this is really a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
By the time a week or two goes by, everything goes better.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. So at the time you think, I've ruined it, I've said too much, how are they going to forgive me for saying that?
Yeah.
But you're not saying anything out of I wasn't saying anything out of malice or that he's a bad person.
Nasty
I was having a conversation about what fulfills the relationship for me.
Yeah.
And yes, he was taken aback, but it was about aligning our values. And what's happened is it's made our relationship stronger.
Absolutely.
So please have those uncomfortable conversations. And let me tell you something, exactly what I said to Steve. If after an uncomfortable conversation and you both realise, oh my God, we're not actually aligned.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because then you can do something about it. And have a mature separation if that's the case. Obviously we're not there by no means, but I want people to just have those discoveries if it's needed.
That's it, and I think, a lot of the time that's what puts people off having them, because they're worried about that. What if it goes that way? Am I ready for that? Do I want that? Don't I? But you can have the conversation anyway, and just let it inform like the next steps of your relationship.
And if you're with a pig-headed guy that's going to go, I'm gone.
Yeah. See
and
ya,
then
wave him off.
Wave him off, that makes you panic that if you didn't say that, we'd still be together. Please believe you did the right thing still. Just be careful, watch for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to talk about happiness next.
Okay.
So I feel this is a lot for the younger generation, but actually
it's for
our
everyone.
40s plus, I say.
Everyone.
Yeah, it is for everyone, isn't it? Actually. Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.